Hey, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Beat your swords into plowshares to not only survive, but to thrive during and I actually found some Thrive chapstick today. I have no idea where that came from, but I think it's funny because it's so appropriate for today's topic. So you can not only survive what's going on with COVID-19, but so that you can thrive during this time. I feel like there's been a shift around me, and maybe it's just me and the people that I'm interacting with, where people have gone from not knowing what to do and kind of freaking out and being scared to, hey, I'm going to use this time to create and look at and decide what I want, what direction I want my business to go. So it's kind of like this flow of hope where at first everybody was scared and things had changed so fast, people didn't know what to do. And I feel like there's this shift to, all right, this has happened, nothing I can do about it, so what can I do? What am I going to do about it? And that's where this actual idiom comes in. And this is one that I am not familiar with. I've never heard it before. So I'm breaking out the magnifying glass so I can read to you out of my nifty little dictionary of idioms what it means and where it came from. Now, it came from the Bible, Isaiah 2:4, and there appears to be the following sentence in that saying. It says, "And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore." Now, swords and spears, of course, represent tools and weapons of war. Plowshares and pruning hooks, or whatever they're called. Yeah, pruning hooks, which I come from farming and I guess agriculture, and so they represent peace and growth, right? So can we, in our businesses and in our lives right now, because it starts with each and every one of us individually, trade the tools that we've been using for new tools, right? And literally, can we look at the way we've been doing business or the way we've been running things and doing things in our business, and can we use other tools, other technology? And absolutely we can, right? There's so much technology that so many, at least business owners that I work with, have not been taking advantage of and have never even explored because we're too busy doing our day-to-day stuff, running our businesses, to actually look for ways to add simplification, make things easier on ourselves. So we've got this huge opportunity before us to say what tools, what systems, what processes, what procedures, what ways of dealing with people have we had in the past. Guess what? Those have all been blown up. They're not going to work anymore. What can we do? What else is available? One of my favorite tools over the last couple of years, and I love that they're really shining and stepping up right now, is Zoom. And there are a lot of other businesses and companies like Zoom that are just exploding right now because they do have a new tool that many of us can use that we've never had to use before because we could keep doing business as usual. Well, business as usual is not available in many circumstances. I don't even know if there's anybody that could say they're doing business as usual. The businesses that are still running are in many cases having to have had already made massive changes in order to still be operating and serving people at all. Other businesses are transforming almost overnight and producing products and services that they have never produced before, which is kind of what all of us need to do right now. We need to look at what our individual situation is, assess it a little bit, and say, okay, this is no longer available to me. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. What am I going to do? What problems can I solve for people? Because if you were solving problems for people before in your business and your business is shut down, you still have the ability to solve problems for and serve that entire group of people. But you have to ask yourself, what are their problems now? Because the problems that group of people has right now are different than the problems that they had even 2 and 3 weeks ago. Maybe even as little or as soon as recent as yesterday, they've got different problems. So it's easy to ask ourselves, okay, what problems do they have now? If I were looking at my Italian food manufacturing business, and we would still be ramped up and we would be running like gangbusters right now. I know we would. But I mothballed that business a couple years ago as part of my divorce. But if we were running that, we'd be going gangbusters, and we would have to have already blown up how we do everything. And we were very, very processes and systems and procedure oriented. But all of those things would have had to change and adjust for the increased volume, for the increased speed, for the increased demands. If I were in one of my other businesses, say the hospitality business, the bar and restaurant business, of course, day-to-day businesses would have been shut down completely. But there's still ways I could serve those customers. I could do pickup and delivery. I could probably run, given that I could get supplies, almost my same menu and make it available for people, although I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have pared down my menu and asked myself, what do people want right now? What do they need right now? Because I probably didn't need the same things that they did a couple of weeks ago when they came in to have a social experience. So all of us can be asking ourselves, what is possible? What can I do? What problems do my customers, my pre-existing customers, because I was in business before, and I'll be in business again in the near future. It's not going to be a super duper long time. Do we know exactly when it's going to be? No. It's going to be different for each and every one of us, given where we're actually physically located right now. But all of us can be asking ourselves, number one, the question, how can I continue to serve and solve problems for the people I was serving and solving problems for? And how can I communicate and reach them? And nowadays with technology and tools, there are so many options, so many things available. A quick Google search will give you so many ideas, it's overwhelming. But if you don't know what to do, if you are a business owner and you're struggling right now because you're still in that, all right, I'm shut down, I'm freaked out, I had to let all my employees go, I don't know what to do, how I and my business and going to come out of this and survive, just ask me, direct message me or ask me in the comments below, and I will for free chat with you and help you figure out the direction. One of my personal strengths is being able to see a bigger picture and step back. Sometimes you just need somebody that isn't as close to the situation to help you to see what you already know, to help you to see what is your next step, what can you do. Sometimes we get so bogged down in what we've lost that we can't see all of the things that we've gained or all of the possibilities and potential involved. And that's what I love to help people do. So that's it. Again, beat your swords into plowshares and find ways that you can do that. How can you let go of the things that were maybe not serving you in the past and substitute them with things that can make your business and your life and your experience here just explode with possibility and be better than when you came into this situation. That's it. Have an amazing day, and I'll of course be around with another interesting idiom. Hopefully I've heard of it before or I've got some more experiences with it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.